High school football fans, Varsity Media is bringing exciting, exclusive content to you for the 2022 season. Introducing the Varsity Media Pass, available on iOS and Android. Accessible all season long, the Varsity Media Pass features game highlights, weekly podcasts,
a clash of styles, out into talking. We love those differing styles, right?
Top 10 plays of the week, player interviews, and so much more. Head to varsitymediapass.com to download the app and start enjoying content only Varsity Media can bring.
From Syosset High School, Varsity Media Sports Network presents this boys soccer showdown between the Cold Spring Harbor Seahawks and the Braves of Syosset. Good evening, everyone. Dylan Butler here with you. So thankful you're able to join us here on the Varsity Media Sports Network for a rare Friday night football match. Usually it's Friday Night Lights with the gridiron, but tonight it is a special occasion here at Syosset as Cold Spring Harbor takes on Syosset on senior night. What that means is Syosset will play just about all of their seniors at the start of the game. They have 12, so they can't obviously start with 12, but they'll play 11, and then they'll pretty much play their entire roster. This is a non-league game. Cold Spring Harbor doesn't have that luxury, not quite as large a roster, but the Seahawks do have some quality, that is for sure. They come into this game with an 8-1 record overall, and when you look at their results, it opened the season with a loss at Northport, which is head coach Christian Lynch's alma mater. So that's 6-2 loss where Lynch was kind of testing some things out with his formation, trying to figure out plugging guys in different situations. Well, they got to figure it out pretty quickly. You can see from there on, it's been win after win after win, including 2 against Locust Valley. That was a rematch of last year's Nassau Class B final. The Seahawks were 9-4 a year ago, suffered that tough 2-1 double overtime loss in the Nassau Class B final, where Brandon Villanueva scored the game-winning goal. But certainly Cold Spring Harbor has their sights set on a 21st county championship. Their first ever was 1996. Their last was 2009, and they've got a lot of star power, including an all-county defender. He is our impact player for the Seahawks tonight, and that is Max Franz. There you see his numbers, a goal and 2 assists. Got that goal in his last game, that win over Locust Valley, and Franz is just so solid and dependable, a returning all-county player, an absolute stud at center back. He partners normally with Gunnar Anderson. Anderson's a little bit banged up. We'll show you the 11 in a moment, but Franz is such a terrific player, has great understanding of the game, really good on the ball, sees the field well, also really, really solid in the air as well. So Cold Spring Harbor, they come in, like we mentioned, 8-1 on the season. Again, this is a non-league game. The Braves of Syosset, well, they are 6-3, coming off a tough 2-1 defeat home to Baldwin. That just the other day, where Beverly Brutus scored the game winner with 20 seconds left. Syosset in that game led 1-0 at halftime. They conceded early in the second half and late in the second half as well. Certainly a point of emphasis for Brett Waxer, their head coach. But you see some of those results, they're pretty good, right? Where a year ago, they had like 7 draws and only conceding 11 goals. This time they're finding the back of the net a little bit better this year, and you can see some of those results. They're still getting some clean sheets. Of course, that loss to Baldwin does sting for the Braves, who are 4th currently in Nassau AA1. They do also have a lot of talent, obviously, year in and year out they do, but we will feature tonight one of their seniors, and he's also their leading scorer. That is number 8, Benji Blair. There you see him, 6 goals, 1 assist on the year for the 2-year starter. One of the leaders of this team both on and off the field. He is the number 9, and he's earned himself to be one of the most dangerous players on the field each game that he plays. Great kid, coachable. He embraces his leadership role on this team. Benji Blair, the impact player for Syosset. Let's take a look at the starting lineups now for both teams. We mentioned Cold Spring Harbor, a couple of injury-related changes to their 11 from what we thought we would see. We'll show you their lineup now. They come out in a 4-4-2 formation. It's a Vilas in the cage, or in the goal, I should say. Cage is obviously for lacrosse. He's a 2-year starter, 35 saves and 5 clean sheets on the year. You see one of the changes there, Gunnar Anderson out. In his place is Theo Torres, and if you are familiar with our broadcast during the spring, we mentioned Theo Torres' name a lot, right? He had that long pole playing for Dennis Bond and that really terrific state championship winning Seahawks lacrosse team. So Torres, central defense. You see he's partnered with Franz Lucas Sheridan at left back. At right back, another lacrosse standout, and Hayden Calabretta. Your left wing is Nick LaCapra. Your right wing is Josh Stemfel. In the middle of the field is Luca Mazzilli and Lucas Hennick. And up front, the duo of Jack Hennick and Finn Richmond. Jack Hennick, by the way, 11 goals and 2 assists on the year for head coach Christian Lynch in his 2nd season at the helm at Cold Spring Harbor, a 2000 graduate of Northport, where he played lacrosse as an attackman, and he tended goal as well before going on to play lacrosse at Sacred Heart University. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for Syosset in a 4-3-3 formation. It's Alex Rubin. He is the constant there. A little bit banged up. We'll see how long he actually plays, but 52 saves on the year, 4 clean sheets as well for the first-year starter, of course. You had the standout the last couple of years in the net for Syosset and Cole Nevin, so big shoes to fill, but Rubin's been really, really good. Worked a lot with Cole last year. At left back, you got Lucas Blair. We mentioned Benji Blair. Well, that's his brother. You also have Dylan Apfel, Zach Finkelstein. You know him as well, right, from lacrosse. Dylan Schneider as well, your defensive midfielder, Tyler Jung. Your number 8, your center midfielder, Dylan Pervenz, and at the number 10, attacking there is Nick Jung. Your left wing is Ethan Kahn. Right wing, Holden Magabin. And as, again, we mentioned before, your forward at number 9 there is Benji Blair for the head coach of Syosset in his 16th season at the helm is Brett Waxer. He's over there among the Braves as they change into their game kits. Waxer, a 1996 graduate of East Meadow High School, went on to play collegiate lacrosse at East Carolina. He is in his 21st year teaching as well. There he still has some tricks up his sleeves as well, right? Little dribbling exposition job there by Brett Waxer, but really super fun here. Friday Night Lights. This is the first opportunity that Syosset soccer team has had to play here. And if you look at this midfield picture among the captains of both teams, you could see how much this means to both. These teams don't normally play, but they're part. There you see the floodlights newly installed here at Syosset. But these two teams don't normally play, but there's a lot of familiarity with these two squads because a good chunk of them play together at the Syosset Soccer Club. So it was one of the reasons Brett Waxer said, look, we only get one non-league game in a season, so why not go next door and play Cold Spring Harbor? And it certainly for a lot of the seniors, the Hennick brothers and Finkelstein as well, like a lot of guys. There's a lot of players who have played together since they were youths, and a good chance now for all of them to step on the field together, really for the only time in their high school careers. Keys to this game, there's always going to be keys to the game, right? So for Cold Spring Harbor, the Seahawks, they made it pretty easy. They got to win the 50-50 battles. They got to finish chances when they get them and also limit the opportunities for Syosset. For the Braves, it is dictate the tempo, which means possession when possible. Also be dangerous in the final third. Not be afraid to attack when their openings are there. They've got to start and end each half strong, which again goes back to that last regular season defeat when they conceded early and late in the second half in that 2-1 loss right here to Baldwin in the third. And you would expect this certainly to be the case on senior night, but play with passion is the third key for Syosset. And yeah, we do indeed expect them to do just that. This is game one of, 4 on the weekend at Varsity Media this weekend. We've got football games the rest of the weekend. We're at Northport High School for a Suffolk Division II showdown between Lindenhurst and Northport. Then we go under the lights at Mitchell Athletic Complex for St. Francis Prep and Cardinal Spellman in the Catholic Football League. And we finish things off on the weekend out in Mineola at Gold Star Stadium, where it is Cardinal Hayes and Chaminade at 1:30 in the afternoon. Varsity Media Pass, by the way, is your place for all things high school sports. We've got highlights, top 10 plays, podcasts, interviews, and so much more. Our season preview show is there. It's available on iOS and Android. It's Varsity Media Pass. And who knows? Look, we have a lot of football highlights, but we have an opportunity here with the talent on both sides of the field to maybe get a soccer highlight or two out of this one as well. See the huddle there as Brett Waxer with some final instructions to his side. And he said, listen, football had this chance to play under the lights on a Friday night, and you could just see the sense of community was there. If nothing else, that's what he said he wanted for his team in this one. Playing under the lights on a Friday gives it a different feel. It's a great opportunity for the kids to get that chance. And Cold Spring Harbor, this is just a great chance to, heading into the stretch drive of the regular season, to play a AA team, right? They had that loss to Northport to start this season, but it should be a lot of fun for them as well. Kind of, you get it's like a midterm a little bit, if you will, where you figure out where you are and going forward as well in the season. Obviously, Cold Spring Harbor, they've scored 24 goals on the year. They've conceded only 10. We mentioned before, 20-time Nassau champions. Remarkable stuff. They won a county title every year but two, from 1985 to 1995. Just great consistency from the Seahawks. And you add to that 11 Long Island championships, 2008 being the last, 5 state championships, 1994 being the last. Not that there's any lack of hardware on the other side, where Syosset has won 10 county championships. 2017, that was the last time. They were co-champions that year and lost to Uniondale on PKs, or at least they didn't advance on PKs. Uniondale did and played in the LIC. Here we go. Cold Spring Harbor gets things started. They are going left to right in the whites, and Syosset in there, black and reds. Quickly, Syosset Cold Spring looking to possess it. That's Jack Hennick, again, number 2. His speed is something to watch when he gets some open opportunities. You got to keep an eye out for him. And what's fun, too, is that you've got a stout defense on the other side. There is Hennick looking to run onto it. Crosses in front. The header just wide of the cage. Good look early on for Cold Spring Harbor. And again, it starts with the speed of Hennick. Cross the ball in front. Believe that was Luca Mazzilli with the chance, number 10 for Cold Spring Harbor, the sophomore who has excellent soccer IQ. And right away, you can see Cold Spring Harbor looking to press high, create turnovers, which they do out at midfield. Little 1-2, extra pass. Maybe a little miscommunication there. And I think that actually that earlier shot might have been Will Kisner as that ball cleared out of touch. It'll be a throw-in for Cold Spring Harbor. Opening 2 minutes here, and already the Seahawks with a chance. That was headed wide of Rubin's net. This will be a throw by Hayden Calabretta. He's got a dangerous opportunity. He can get one deep. It bounces in the box. Top of the 18, it's loose. And finally, the Braves look to clear out towards midfield. Now Syosset looking to push their numbers. Extra pass, great look to the far side. And a better job defensively. That look going across the way was Provenz, the 2-year starter. The senior who plays both left and right wing tonight, playing center mid for Syosset. There's Mazzilli. Ball caromed off the leg of a defender for Syosset. Intercepted there, and Cold Spring Harbor comes away. Stumbling, looking for a chance, and actually off the outside netting. That opportunity still there for Cold Spring Harbor. Good extra effort for the Seahawks on that scoring chance. And again, you see how that was Hennick with that opportunity. And you see again, they will press high. You see Hennick pointing out, looking to tell his players where to slide. The ball sent up towards midfield, goes out, will be a throw-in for the Seahawks. It's been years. You have to go back a few, even to the last time these two teams scrimmaged, let alone a non-league game, as it's now possessed in midfield. That's Ethan Cohn, number 12, the senior who's battled injuries over the summer, but he's worked himself onto the field. Dylan Apfel looks for it back. He gets it on the left side. Quick 1-2 touch. 50-50 battle. It's kept by Syosset. They will look to possess now. That's Zach Finkelstein. Little possession now, the first bit that we've seen out of the Braves. Intercepted. That was 22, Gunnar Anderson. We expected not to see him. Actually, I think that might have been 29, Calabretta. Numbers are tough, a little bit tough for the Lights. As now here comes Syosset with an opportunity down that right flank. Cross in front, far post! And just off the foot. Looked like that was Ethan Cohn with the opportunity. Senior's got a goal and an assist on the year. One of the leaders of the Braves. Scored his first career goal at Valley Stream Central earlier this year. Not a regular starter, but having that opportunity here tonight on senior night under the lights. Tough bouncing ball and just cleared out of the way there by Zach Finkelstein. He saw limited time last year. Great athlete. Binghamton lacrosse commit is Finkelstein. Ball sent to the top of the 18. And again, no nonsense defending there by Dylan Apfel. One of the emotional leaders of this Syosset team, and also one of 3 Dylans in the starting 11. I'm a fan of that. All spelt the right way too, by the way. D-Y-L-A-N. Cold Spring Harbor looks to get the ball back, just missing the foot of Josh Stempfel. or Stimful, the freshman, number 8. Quickly turning it over there. Good job by Luca Mazzilli. Going to be tough, too, because their center midfield pairing is Luca Mazzilli and Lucas Hennick. Luca and Lucas. Foul called. Cold Spring Harbor push their numbers forward. The ref will push this ball back a few yards. Players assembled on the far side of the 18-yard box. Fired in. Oh, Ruben is undercut. Again, he's a bit banged up as it is. Great bravery, no pun intended there, by Ruben, just to get up to grab that ball served in. Good to see he's all right. I think that was Calabretta to put that service in. 7th minute here. Under the lights at Syosset, no score. Cold Spring Harbor and Syosset in this non-league Nassau boys soccer showdown. Ball took a deflection, so this will be a throw far sideline to Syosset. It's headed on. Put up towards midfield, 50-50, won there by Provence. Gets the return pass. Provence on the ground. Oh, nearly another dangerous opportunity. Cleared away, though. Now a long ball up the sideline. Look at that speed by Hennick. He can burn. Now he turns at the defender, looks to split him. He does. Stimful, the pass in front, cleared away. Cold Spring Harbor now looks to possess. That's Theo Torres, 27. Fun note about Theo, the senior. He hasn't played soccer since junior high school, but we know, again, his ability on the lacrosse field. Ball goes out for a throw for Syosset, but 27 for Cold Spring Harbor. Theo Torres has just come in. He's so smart and athletic. It feels like he's just getting back on a bike and learning how to ride again. Against Oyster Bay this week, he started for Calabretta, did a phenomenal job, and again, in the 11 tonight for Gunnar Anderson. Throw in for the Seahawks on that far sideline. And the far official ruled that went out of touch, so it'll be a throw-in for the Braves. 10th minute, no score. We expect to see the seniors for Syosset play at least the first half. We'll see when the regular starters for Cold Spring Harbor, maybe they come out at some point as well. We do expect at some point really to kind of see everybody play in this one. Again, it's a non-league game. It doesn't affect standings, and when you look at the standings in Nassau Conference B, it is Cold Spring Harbor at the very top, undefeated in league play. Again, that only loss, that non-leaguer. As here's an opportunity up the left sideline. Extra touch, Cone crosses in front, and just off the foot there of Mangabin. Holding great energy, vibe. He's been waiting for a chance, and the chance nearly came up there. And another good ball played in by Cohn. He's been lively early on, Ethan Cohn has. But while Cold Spring Harbor is a top Nassau B, looking to maybe take that extra step this year. Look at the heart and hustle there by Cohn. It was a shoulder challenge. Looked to be a 50-50 challenge, but little extra shoulder barge by him, so he'll be called for the foul. But one of the question marks for Christian Lynch in his second season was replacing so many goals from a year ago, as they lost probably about 80% of their scoring from last year's team, where you graduate 19 goals and 7 assists from the combination of Conference Player of the Year Nick DeScala, as well as all-county forward Ryan Spielberger. Well, those concerns were put to rest when Jack Hennick took over. The captain's been phenomenal with 11 goals and 2 assists on the year. And then you just spread out the scoring from there, where Lucas Hennick's got 4 goals and 2 assists, and a whole host of other players have like a goal, 2 assists. Good job pressuring on that far sideline as Nick LaCapra, the senior who moves centrally when they're making subs because he's so good on the ball. He starts off on the left wing for Cold Spring Harbor. And there's Ethan Cohn, the extra pass. Now some space opens up for the Braves. And Manjabin had the cross shot, if you will, but not sure if he knew Prevens was making the run that he did. Prevens was open in the box, was unable to cut that ball back. Look at this. You play him deep. Here he comes. Hennick fires. Crossbar! Folks, he doesn't need much. You just play a little touch over the back, and Hennick, with his speed, will run onto it. And in fact, it hit off the football crossbar, which is why you see it being a goal kick or caromed out of bounds, certainly. But what an opportunity there early on for Jack Hennick. And again, his head coach, it's just crazy how quick he is. He can get through. We could play him a through ball. We can play a ball over the top. And there you saw a little chip right behind. And Hennick will run onto it and absolutely create havoc. The Hennick boys, both also part of that Syosset Soccer Club. More opportunities now for the visitors. Ball to feet. Look at the turn. Hennick with his left. Blocked in front. He's got that he has that in his arsenal as well. Hennick does. He could score with his left, his right. Scored his first headed goal as well a couple games back. At times he'll check back with his back to goal. He can create from the number 9 position as well. '15th minute, no score. Cold Spring Harbor and Syosset here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We're so thankful you're able to join us for this one. There's Josh Stempfel, the freshman, to the feet. Another opportunity. Great ball. Hennick, a low shot. Really didn't get much of an opportunity. Defended well there, as it looked like it was Richmond to play him through. But easy enough there for Rubin to grab. 50-50 ball, won momentarily by Cold Spring Harbor. Nice turn to the touchline. That was LaCapra. Tries to go up that sideline. They'll play it back to Rubin. Kicks his ball out to midfield with his right. Another clearing chance. Good job stepping up by Franz. Where's that captain's armband, which currently is flailing off of his right arm? Another turnover at midfield. And here comes Cold Spring Harbor, and you can see right away how quickly they try to find number 2. It seems like that, for good reason, is option 1, 2, and 3 on the attack. Ball chested down at midfield. Racing for it and unable, but good hustle chasing after it there. As Syosset looks to make a change. Evan McGuire checks in for Syosset, quickly goes to the ball. And McGuire, that other senior. Ball goes to the far sideline. There's Provenz, plays it back. Syosset will look to possess, and they're comfortable at feet. Cone, nice touch to McGuire. First time cross, top of the 18. Turning, firing, left-footed shot. And that goes out for a goal kick. That attempt by Nick Jung, the attacking mid. We mentioned before, twin Tyler on the team. Nick, a quiet player, but knows how to play the game, loves soccer, and a key player for the Braves throughout training, and also helps the scout teams back four be organized. There's Provenz. He's battled some injuries last couple of years. Good to see him on the field. Cross in front. They're looking for a handball, and I think they got it, but will it be against Syosset? And it is. So handball called against Syosset in the box. If it went the other way, then of course we would have had a PK. 19th minute of this scoreless non-league game between Cold Spring Harbor and Syosset under the lights. Haven't been able to say that, right? Brand new floodlights. We showed them to you before, and tell you what, they look really good in this field. There's Cohen. He's been very, very good and active early on. Why not? From distance, firing. There was an opportunity. And who knows, that ball bounces another way. Benji Blair gets goal number 7 on the season. Good chance by Blair. And look out, here comes Hennick on the other side. 1-on-2, fires! How about another crossbar? Wow. Incredible stuff. The second crossbar, watch it again. Ball just goes deep. It's headed back. But look how Hennick just splits defenders off his chest, off his thigh. And look at that shot. Oh, just glances off the bar. Cold Spring Harbor will look to make a few subs here at this next opportunity midway through this first half. Been impressed with Ethan Cohn to this point. Ball goes the other way. Stemful, the freshman, goes out, and now we should have those subs for Cold Spring Harbor. Looks to be a trio. Oh, they're going to hold him back. So close. Will Kisner was looking to come on. Bennett Vitagliano. Here he goes again. Hennick. Oh, fantastic save by Ruben. Second shot, Rubin dives to his right. Another save. Great stuff by Rubin, denying Hennick, who has been the most dangerous player for both teams here today. Rubin, a guy worked with Colton Evans a year ago and was kind of his understudy a bit. Now he comes into the starring role for the Braves this year, and he's been really good. Confident with his feet, a shot stopper, has good presence inside the 18. And again, a really tough kid. Has been battling injuries these last few games, but he is not leaving the field, as we now do have those subs, including a goalkeeping change for Cold Spring Harbor. And considering there is no number, I'm just going to look at our roster. There's only got one other keeper, and that's Logan Lonoff. So that's who we believe is in net for Cold Spring Harbor. Looking to switch fields. Good anticipation, and then a foul was called. Cold Spring Harbor will get the free kick. 23rd minute, no score here. Better of the opportunities going to the Seahawks to this point. Long ball played down the far side. Who gets the second ball? Those are always so important. It is Syosset, and they look now to clear. That was Apfel, one of the three Dylans in their starting lineup tonight. You go far side, there's another Dylan Schneider. He loses it. And now here comes Hennick. Good job by Finkelstein, reading that play and just putting it out of touch. Not trying to do too much there is Finkelstein. Throwing for the Seahawks, far side. Lynch, the Cold Spring Harbor coach, said he's been so impressed with how well his team gets along, and it's a reflection of why they've been so successful early on in the season. He says he likes the way the Seahawks are playing. They do a good job possessing the ball and putting balls in the back of the net as well, which he initially thought would have been that struggle. Here comes Syosset the other way. Looked to be off the shoulder, but play on. That was Provenge, dispossessed. And again, they're not playing long balls, right? They're just trying to play it into space for the speedster, Hennick, to run onto. Ooh, here's a chance for Cold Spring. There's some open turf. Good job recovering there by Syosset, and a good clearance by Apfel towards midfield. But also Lynch credited his back four, who he said has been excellent throughout the season. And a lot of similarities really even in the compliments that both coaches give their teams. Now the through ball, it takes a deflection. Good clearance and a fantastic first touch as well by McGuire. Plays it to feet, switching fields. This is some beautiful stuff. Just a little bit too much mustard on that through ball, as Lonoff will grab it for Cold Spring Harbor out towards midfield. Nice turn. And again, looking to split defenders is Hennick, and another really good clearance. This time it was Lucas Blair, number 4, one of the leaders of this team. Another sub for Cold Spring Harbor. It's Ryder Cooper checking on. He's a guy, again, they like to press up front, so Cooper comes in with a lot of energy, and he will look to do that as well, keeping that energy going is Ryder Cooper, who's been a bit injured this year, but likes to press, likes to create havoc, and get turnovers in the attacking third. 26th minute, no score. Cold Spring Harbor and Syosset non-league Nassau County showdown. And this one will go out for our first corner of the game. Let's see how this is played by Cold Spring Harbor. Usually it's Anderson who can get on top of things and head things on, and Franz is really good there as well. Stempfel plays an excellent ball from the corner, which they're just now retrieving. LaCapra and Julis as well. And as Mazzilli goes far post, headed down, it's still loose in the box, turning, firing, and Rubin sees it the whole way. As a team defending, you never like to see the ball bounce in your own box, but Rubin did a really good job making that save. Another one for the senior. Came in with 52 saves on the year, 4 clean sheets as well to his name. As we enter the 27th minute. Ball bouncing around, no one yet possessing it. Nice touch by Cooper. And another great job just turning, looking for opportunities. Over the top they go again. Rubin off his line, and he will grab it to avoid the onrushing Bennett Vitigliano. Ball intercepted out at midfield. Lucas Hennick wears number 9. He's at that center midfield position, and he's been very, very good. You can see right away, always his option is to look for his brother up front. Our sideline. And the ball shepherded out for a Syosset throw. You look at last year for the Braves, 7-5-7. Lost to Uniondale in the Nassau AA semifinals, and Uniondale then lost to Westbury, who won the county championship a year ago. This will be a throw-in for Syosset. We mentioned earlier as well, Cold Spring Harbor last year went all the way to the county championship in Class B, losing to Locust Valley in double overtime. I think anytime a Cold Spring Harbor team loses to Locust Valley, it stings. You add it to the fact that it's the county championship, and then, oh, by the way, double overtime. Yeah, that one hurts, certainly. And for the returning players for Cold Spring Harbor, that's been certainly the point of emphasis, to get back to where they were and maybe score that extra goal this year. And they've done really well in the regular season. Certainly, again, we showed you at the start, 2 wins already over Locust Valley. Now, those were by a goal each, but still they've gotten the better of Locust Valley this regular season. Of course, the money part of the season is still a few weeks away. Franz heads it. Another header. Ball kind of pinballing around between the two teams out at midfield. And goes to the feet of Dylan Schneider, who's become a consistent player at that right back position, who has earned his start. He sometimes starts on the left as well. A quiet kid, too, comes in just with a purpose to training every day. Finkelstein loses it for a moment, and there's Hennick. And again, no nonsense defending whenever 2 is around the ball. Good work by Apfel. Goes out for a throw for Cold Spring Harbor. 31st minute of this scoreless first half. Nice feel here on a Friday night with the newly installed lights. Expect another long throw here from the track. It's fired right in front. It's loose still. There is Hennick trying to get it to his left, turns, and Syosset. And again, he's part of that Syosset Soccer Club, so it's not like they have to do a really deep scout on Hennick, but you can see now whenever he gets the ball with his back to goal, he is just swarmed by players in black and red jerseys. There's Lucas Hennick. Plays it to Mazzilli. Little touch, extra pass by Cooper. Back to Lucas Hennick and cleared out of trouble there by Syosset. Cold Spring Harbor throw. .50-50 challenge, won well by Cold Spring Harbor. And now the Seahawks, if they can switch the field here, they can't. And it's cleared out toward midfield. Fired back down right onto the foot. Look at that first touch by Hennick, who gets it back in front of the Braves bench. Little touch out towards midfield. Headed on. Look at the recovery speed, though. Believe that's Franz, who now gets it to his right and clears. Blair clears it out to midfield. And look at the hustle there right by the bench. It was Calabretta. And that's who had that recovery run earlier. He is one of the captains. You've got 4 captains for Cold Spring Harbor: Jack Hennick, Lucas Hennick, Max Franz, and Hayden Calabretta. Pretty much your spine of your team, although Calabretta out on the wing. Look out in front, off his line and off the bar. Lonoff came out to challenge, didn't get a touch. But Jung puts it just over the bar. Best opportunity early on for Syosset. To this point, we've seen a lot of Hennick on the other side, but there was one where, again, Lonoff maybe a little bit slow off his line, and a good chance as the ball will go out for a throw. We'll show that one to you again now. See the ball over the top, and right there, just fighting through and just lobbing it off the bar. Another deep throw for the Seahawks. It's headed up in the air, still loose in the box. Look out, but a foul called on Cold Spring Harbor. Bit of a climb of the back on the 50-50 challenge. 34th minute. Ruben out toward midfield. Headed there. 50-50 challenge won by the Braves. It's loose on the far sideline. And Brett Waxer really, he said as well, you know, he doesn't start a full roster of seniors in a league game. And this was a great opportunity, he said, not only to have these two programs play each other, a rare non-league game, but also give these seniors this opportunity and this showcase. And so many of them sacrifice playing time and they work so hard on the training pitch. So it's a chance to kind of reward them, give them a little bit of a gift. And certainly having it on the Varsity Media Sports Network helps as well, because you get a nice highlight film. Ball cleared out of touch. It'll be a throw for Syosset. To Chest, returns to Provins, and a great interception. A little bit of a heavy touch. Good recovery as well. There's Ryder Cooper, number 1. Intercepted. We go the other way. Little extra touch there by Evan McGuire. And McGuire, one of those examples, really so good at training. He's seen a few minutes during the season, good with the ball at his feet. And now under the lights here, Varsity Media Sportscast, McGuire gets on with a chance to do something special in his final year of high school soccer. Look out. Left shot. And another save by Ruben. And again, the opportunity came from Hennick, and he creates seemingly out of nothing. But Ruben was there, saw it the whole way, right into his chest, and a good job making sure that the rebound didn't squirt loose. "37th minute of a scoreless match between Cold Spring Harbor and Syosset. We mentioned before the goals for and against. For Syosset, it's been 15 goals for and 8 against. So they're not quite putting up those incredible numbers as you do a year ago when you had only conceded 11 on the year, but they're scoring more this year. This another through ball, a challenge for it. Really good defending by Dylan Schneider. Good switch by the Braves. Ball played to the box. Good interception. They were trying to find McGuire. Still Syosset ball. Player down for Syosset. It stays in, and it now looks like they'll stop the clock. You see it there with 2:06 left, as it appears a player cramping for Syosset. They're quickly up, and they'll make the substitution as well. Nick Jung will check back in the match, and he will replace Holden Manjabin. Again, just like he get cramped up a little bit as we approach the final 2 minutes of this first half. It's goalless, but entertaining, certainly. It's going to be a drop ball, but it'll just be played back in. And a long ball. Ruben's got to play it, right? And this time Ruben, who usually likes to play to feet, punts it out toward midfield. Long ball play down the far sideline. And this time a little bit more, or certainly a little bit quicker off his line, was Lonoff, the sophomore. Nice punt as well toward midfield. Provins gets it back from Apfel. Long ball out of the back, played by Lucas Blair. And we'll go the other way. I believe it was offside against Syosset as we're in the 40th minute. Cold Spring Harbor looking to maybe nick one late. And again, that's been one of the themes this week at training. Certainly after the Baldwin loss, it's about starting and finishing each half strong for Syosset. In their league game against the Bruins, they scored in the first half. They had a 1-0 lead at the half. Then they conceded early second half and then very, very late with 20 seconds left, and they went from what looked to be 3 massive points to a 2-1 defeat here at home. Ball cleared out of touch. Oh, no, it stayed in, actually. Near sideline. Hennick looked for it. Maybe one last chance. It's got to be cleared. Look at the hustle by Ethan Cohn, who has been very, very good, as that puts the finishing touches on an entertaining yet goalless first half. We've seen Cold Spring Harbor with some chances, Syosset a few. We've seen the ball off the bar and some really good saves as well. It's halftime here at Syosset, and it is the Braves and the Seahawks scoreless. You're watching it all right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. High school football fans, Varsity Media is bringing exciting, exclusive content to you for the 2022 season. Introducing the Varsity Media Pass, available on iOS and Android. Accessible all season long, the Varsity Media Pass features game highlights, weekly podcasts,
A clash of styles, out into talking. We love those differing styles, right?
top 10 plays of the week, player interviews, and so much more. Head to varsitymediapass.com to download the app and start enjoying content only Varsity Media can bring. Varsity Media covers every sport at every level from every angle. Game film, recruiting videos, highlight videos, sportscasts.
That's complete. First down and more. Touchdown, Oceanside.
Photography, live streaming. You name it, we offer it. Don't leave your video needs to amateurs. Trust the pros. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net. If you're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event, look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
For the best action shots and the best angles, look no further than Varsity Media. Our experienced photographers capture your athletes' best moments right from field level. Plus, we offer great keepsakes like bobbleheads, posters, plaques, and prints. For more information about Varsity Media's photography services, contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. High school football fans, Varsity Media is bringing exciting, exclusive content to you for the 2022 season. Introducing the Varsity Media Pass, available on iOS and Android. Accessible all season long, the Varsity Media Pass features game highlights, weekly podcasts,
A clash of styles, out and talking. We love those differing styles, right?
top 10 plays of the week, player interviews, and so much more. Head to varsitymediapass.com to download the app and start enjoying content only Varsity Media can bring. Varsity Media covers every sport at every level from every angle. Game film, recruiting videos, highlight videos, sportscasts.
That's complete. First down and more. Touchdown, Oceanside.
Photography, live streaming. You name it, we offer it. Don't leave your video needs to amateurs. Trust the pros. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net. If you're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event, look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
For the best action shots and the best angles, look no further than Varsity Media. Our experienced photographers capture your athletes' best moments right from field level. Plus, we offer great keepsakes like bobbleheads, posters, plaques, and prints. For more information about Varsity Media's photography services, contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Syosset High School. Dylan Butler here with you on the Varsity Media Sports Network. No score between Cold Spring Harbor and Syosset in this Nassau non-league game. We want to find the best of high school sports on Long Island and the Catholic Football League as well. It's Varsity Media Pass. We've got our top 10 plays, highlights, podcasts, interviews, and so much more available on iOS and Android. It is Varsity Media Pass. We've got a change in net for Syosset here for the start of the second half. It's Jacob Beekman, number 34, the junior, who's been battling with Miles Nevins, the sophomore, for that backup role to Ruben, who was very, very good in that opening first half. You see the huddle there for Syosset. We'll take a look at, well, we have an opportunity, the upcoming schedule for Cold Spring Harbor. And it all gets going again on October 3rd at Seaford. Then they're home for West Hempstead. A little bit of a tough back-to-back there to finish the season with Wheatley and Carl Place for a Cold Spring Harbor team that is undefeated in league play this year. Atop the Class B table are the Seahawks. As we are approaching the start of the second half, we have it now as it's Syosset now going from left to right. And the ball knocked out of touch. And I think it's still long off in the net for Cold Spring Harbor. Seahawks again attacking from right to left in white. They're visiting white, and Syosset, oh, look at that touch. What a ball played behind, and here comes Syosset. That ball played in by Cameron Chan as we have a stoppage of the clock here, as we'll have a didn't see the referee asked for the stop of the clock. Generally that means that you'll have a card here, and didn't actually see one issued. Regardless, set piece here for Syosset. And it will be Chan to do so. Edge of the box, headed on, still loose. Attempted clearance, lefty shot. That was Greg Ancona, who's got 4 goals on the season. That blocked, it goes far side, and a foul called against the Braves. So more of your regular starters, if you will, in for Syosset for this second half. Again, senior night, and Brett Waxer used the opportunity of this non-league game to give his seniors a showcase, and they did for 40 minutes. But now it's more, again, of getting your regular starters a run here as well. And you can see how the field is slanted a little bit for Syosset. Good touch far sideline. Ball crossed in front, and it is corralled there. Again, I believe that was Lonoff who came in midway through the second half. 28, Anthony Dado. He plays center back, center mid, junior, versatile player. He got a touch on that ball. And there's Will Kleinberg, 27, fights his way through. Kleinberg a touch in the box. Good interception, and we go the other way. Long ball played up, and a great clearance. Back the other way we go as Dado with the interception and clearance. So it'll be a throw for Cold Spring Harbor. It's not going to be one of those long throws, though, as Stimfel just gets it in, it looked like. Battles for the 50-50, takes a deflection. Neither team able to possess. Another great ball sent through, and now it's a foot race for it. Franz turns, takes an extra touch, loses it in the box, though. Chan to his left. The shot goes through the uprights. Cameron Chan, great chance. The sophomore, he's been a fantastic addition. Watch the turnover here and how quickly. Watch 15 coming through the bottom of your screen. He'll take a touch, plays it to his left, right there, but then he gets under it and just puts it over the net and through the uprights. But dangerous chance for Chan in his first year on varsity. He's earned himself respect of his teammates and coaches. Usually in league games, he's that first guy off the bench for Syosset. Ball out toward midfield. Chan again. He's been instant energy, which obviously, right, as the first guy off the bench, that normally is his role anyway. But he's bringing it here from the start of the second half. You see two there. Sebastian Alamia, the junior, another guy, brings a lot of intensity to Syosset, plays a left back, left wing. Foul called. It'll be Cold Spring Harbor. Free kick. Franz will do so. Strong right foot. And doesn't make contact. The only Cold Spring player in the neighborhood there looked to be Bennett Vitigliano. It'll go out, though, for a goal kick. Played there by Beekman on the turf. Cold Spring Harbor again looking to press high. Chan tries to win it at midfield, does not. See that too? Chan didn't get that first ball, but continued to fight, continued to battle, and he wins a throw-in. Here comes Chan again. Heavy first touch. Tries to win it back. And it does stay with the Braves. Will they switch it? They look to do just that. Some space on that far side. Make the field wide. Good interception there, right side. Still loose at midfield. Two teams really battling for it. 47th minute. Still goalless. Turning there was Furukawa. Intercepted. Now it's Vitigliano again looking to push the ball. It will go out for a Syosset throw on that far sideline. Braves come into this game with a 6-3 mark. Coming off a tough loss. Ball headed in front. Downward header, but not getting enough on it. Certainly for his liking there was Will Kleinberg. Strong boot toward midfield. Oh, look at this pressure, and now it's a turnover. Here comes Cold Spring Harbor with an opportunity. Into the box, lefty shot! Fantastic save. The rebound is squirted loose, still loose, and it is cleared away. And quickly, the counter by the Braves. Kleinberg to his left. Fortunate for him, the ball deflects out for a throw, but some wild moments there in front. Watch it again. Nearly a breakaway. Staying strong was Beekman, diving out to his left. Rebound comes loose, but it was ultimately cleared by Syosset. .49th minute. Ball goes out of touch on that far side. Do we have a corner, or is that a deep throw for Syosset? Looks to be a deep throw. But it's so deep down. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It is a corner. So the Braves with their first corner of the game in the 49th minute. Ball played in the box. Headed. Oh, just wide of that near post. Good chance for the Braves. You see it again. Ball played in. And it might have actually been a Cold Spring Harbor player that got it. I thought it might have been Julius, number 11. But regardless, it went out. Foul called at midfield, so Syosset will have the ball. Alomio dispossessed. Ball won back by Jack Pendrick, and what a player he is out of that holding midfield position. Ball out. It'll be a throw for Cold Spring Harbor, and the Seahawks will look to make a multitude of changes. And my correction, this I believe is Lonoff going in the net. They only have 2 keepers listed on their roster, a 0 and a 00, and the keeper coming out had no number. So apologies to Lonoff. He now does come in, and mystery player in the net, well done. '51st minute, no score. Turn on the ball and looking for opportunities. 30. Jack DePiece, the freshman, who's proving pretty much every day of training why he's earning varsity minutes. Sliding tackle, and the ball will go out for a throw for Syosset. Best chances of the first half went to Cold Spring Harbor and Jack Hennick. Twice put balls off the crossbar. But with more of the regular 11 now in for Syosset, it appears the Braves are getting the better of the chances. Lana gets a piece, the rebound is scored! 1-0 for Syosset. And why not? Chan has been Mr. Energy, and here in the 52nd minute, you see the throw in far sideline. The ball parried right in front, and Chan finishes it sublimely. That is being opportunistic. So 52nd minute, Syosset takes the 1-0 lead. And is Chan's first of the season. And again, Lonoff got a hand on it, but he parried it right into the path of Chan, and Chan made no mistake this time. Really didn't have a chance to think, right? Like, once you start thinking, that's when it gets dangerous. Just reacted and put it away. So Syosset now looking to possess out of the back. Ball played out. Wasn't directly to Chan, but again, gets the Jets on, plays a nice touch. Really well done. Look at this hustle. Alomia with the extra effort, number 2 for Syosset. Foul there, a bit of a push in front of the Braves bench. That by Mazzilli, so it'll set up a free kick for Syosset. It'll be Pendrick on the ball. He is the engine for the Braves. Just a sophomore, but made Newsday's top 100. So good on the ball. You try to find his feet early and often. Plays it on the turf near sideline. Gets it right back. His head up. Pendrick looks to attack. Splits defenders into the box. Pendrick cleared away. And the ball cleared out to midfield. Ooh, a heavy touch, nearly causing problems, but good recovery there by Dado. Ball played this near sideline. There's Chan again. Good possession now for Syosset. Left foot shot, just over the bar. And Kona, a terrific opportunity for the Braves. Watch it again. It looked in real time that Lonov was off his line, and then Kona didn't need much, right? Turns, looks, gets it on his left foot, and just over the bar. And Kona, one of the key players this year, just finds a way to leave his imprint each and every game. At times, Ancona will bounce from the right to the left as the game progresses. Just does a really nice job sitting on the opponent's center backs and finding ways to get in behind. Another chance for Syosset. Ball played in front. Chan, look out, Mr. Official. Chan still maintains the possession. And that was a mishit. But good stuff by Syosset, and you kind of wonder who will get the Braves ball. And that's a great thing that they've been doing as we've got more subs here for Cold Spring Harbor. It's a tradition the last 3 years now, where after each day, after each training session game, the Brave ball, which is like a miniature ball, is awarded to the player of that moment, of that day. And Waxer says, look, we always want to give it to guys who always feel part of it, to know their role. First day of preseason, ball in front, and it finds its way in the net. It went off of Lonoff's fingers, and it looked like Kleinberg was the one pointing. Let's see if we can see the replay here in the 56th minute. We'll try to ID who had this goal. See 27, did he get a touch? Yeah, he did. Not much of a touch, but it doesn't matter. It's in the back of the net. Kleinberg makes it 2-0 for Syosset in the 56th minute. So goals by Chan and Kleinberg, 4 minutes apart. And that's opened things up here for the Braves, who, again, it should be said, were on the back foot for a good portion of that first half. You needed some fantastic saves by Rubin, especially when Hennick got in behind. But going back to the Braves ball, Waxer and his staff, they give it out first day of the preseason. Then it's to the player. He holds on to it. He brings it to school. And after each session, they present it to who they think earned it. The current holder is Evan McGuire. He got it from Alex Rubin, who put in a really fine performance on Wednesday. But McGuire was sharp in training. And let's see who gets the Braves ball after this one. I don't get a vote. You don't get one up here in the booth. But I would say Chan, the way that he's come on and brought that energy off the fingertips. Ball is loose. Oh, goal line clearance, and a second one as well. Incredible stuff in front of the Syosset net. And it's Dado with 2 goal line clearances. Watch it again. Cross comes in. Not dealt with well by Beekman. There's the first one with his left. How about another one with his left? 2 goal line clearances by Dado. That shot fired wide. It actually will go out for a throw. We'll have 2 more subs as the Braves coming in. Max Rauch, number 16, the center midfielder, as well as 26. Jordan Menkes, number 26. A junior center back. Deep throw for Syosset. Ball headed in the air. Look out. Here's an opportunity. It's loose. Open opportunity in the box. Karam's around. And there's Chan again, the safety valve. Oh, really good turn on the ball. and they go the other way. That was Nick LaCapra for Cold Spring Harbor. There is LaCapra, 17. Ryder Cooper, number 1, earning more minutes here in this second half. We are in minute 58. Cross in front. And that one really not dangerous at all. Played in by Tommy Pisano. Again, this one more for kind of bragging rights, if you will. No points on the line. It won't help your standing in the tables, where Syosset currently 4th, and Nassau AA1, Oceanside atop the table 7-0-1, Plainview JFK 7-1-1, Baldwin off their win here 6-1-2, and then Syosset right behind at 6-3, 4th place in Nassau AA1, while Cold Spring Harbor is alone atop the Nassau B table, undefeated in league play. Their only loss was their opening game of the year, that to Northport, a 6-2 defeat, where Christian Lynch said, look, I wanted to try a couple different things. He had a different formation, had different players in different spots, and clearly didn't work out. And they found the right pieces pretty much right away, and playing out of this 4-4-2 formation for Cold Spring Harbor, it's been very good. Lynch, we mentioned before, out of Comac United. Guy like Jordan Sela, right? Played Comac United. This is pretty cool from Lynch, their head coach. He said, look, he played 4 years of college lacrosse at Sacred Heart, and then he got a job, which is a lefty shot from distance off the mark. Lynch said he spent time coaching lacrosse in England, out at Oldham, which is just outside of Manchester, which allowed him to go to a couple Manchester United games, a Manchester City game, and really fell back in love with soccer and came back stateside, got an opportunity to coach at his at Cold Spring Harbor, and has made the most of it here in his second full season. Far side. 50-50 challenge won by Cold Spring Harbor, and they quickly look to push it ahead. Here comes Vitigliano, number 4. And as quickly as he looked to push, you see how fast Syosset was able to regain their defensive shape. Ball play in the box, little toe poke, goes wide of the near post. Jacob Beekman, he's responded well after preseason camp, working hard with the ball at his feet, does a good job as a shot stopper, and again, looking to really kind of be that number 2. But with Ruben a little bit banged up, you never know, right? And high school soccer or any soccer, to that point of when your opportunity comes up, and certainly here under the lights, with a nice crowd on hand, it's a good chance for him to get some valuable minutes in case he is needed for more going forward for the Braves. We hope we get a chance. There surely will be a stoppage. When there is, we'll get a look at Syosset's upcoming schedule as well. That's DePiece with the ball at midfield. Cooper takes it away. And right back the other way. Good job bringing it back was Matt Furukawa. They call him Yama. He's a starter. Great addition to varsity this year is number 22 out of the attacking midfield position. Really talented technical player. A little miss hit, a little miss header, and That's probably the best thing you could do there if you're Cold Spring Harbor, is just get it out of touch and recover your shape, because that, in multiple ways, wasn't looking very good. Sub for Syosset. Owen Azevedo checks in. Another standout lacrosse player. He'll play outside back. Brings a great mentality to the soccer team. Hard worker, understands his role, and he brings that attitude every game day. '64th minute, 2-0 for Syosset. Chen opened the scoring in the 52nd minute, and then Kleinberg followed up 4 minutes later to give Syosset the 2-goal advantage. Into the box, headed. It's loose. That was Azevedo right off the substitute bench, nearly creating a chance. Good battle for the ball, far side. It's just headed out toward midfield. Play towards this sideline. Safit. Not much of a turn, although recovering it well. And look at this, behind, is he on? Touch to the outside, firing, goal! What a goal for Syosset. We'll double check who that was. Watch it again, off the turnover. Ball played in. Cut from the defender to his right foot. And there is the goal for number 23, Jorge Villameiser. What a great story he is, the junior, with his 65th minute goal, which really should put this one away. Moved to Syosset last year after the fall season from Venezuela. And immediately Waxer said, we've got to get him part of this soccer family, right? So the connections early on were just kind of through Google Translate, that initial communication. And since Jorge's done really well learning the English language, so he can communicate now without it. He's worked hard on and off the field to understand how Syosset wants to play. Very good with the ball at his feet, as we saw there on the goal. Crafty when he possesses the ball. Villameiser, his first varsity goal. And hey, it happened right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network as well. So congratulations to Jorge, who made it 3-0 for Syosset. '66th minute. All 3 goals scored here in the second half. Another sub for Syosset, as Nick Silipo checks in, number 24, a first-year varsity player who, like others, has worked hard at training. A really good wrestler for Syosset. Older brother Steven graduated last year from this Syosset soccer team. So after a close first half where, again, you would argue that Cold Spring Harbor had the better of the chances, the regular starters for Syosset came in for the second 40, and they showed their skill, certainly, and they're looking for more. Long distance shot, and caught well by Lonoff. The sophomore puts it up toward midfield. Ball played in behind and softly back. Nice touch. And Beekman goes to his left back, and on the turf they go. Nice touches there by Syosset. And look at this, down the far sideline. Fight for the ball, slide tackle, it goes out. And it will be a goal kick for Cold Spring Harbor. During this goal kick, let's show you that upcoming schedule for Syosset. See there, you got the Dale coming up next at Hicksville, at top-ranked Oceanside right now, at Westbury, and home for Freeport to end the regular season. So certainly some big matches ahead for Syosset. And again, you look at that Oceanside match, the Sailors 7-0-1, sitting atop the AA1 table. So they're the team that, you want to get hot at the right time, play your best soccer, and that's a good opportunity. Syosset can maybe put together some wins here and have a lot of confidence perhaps going into that one. Racing for the ball, keeping it in at the goal line. Good hustle there by Azevedo. Still has it. Tries to cut it back. Fights his way through. Oh, and Azevedo out toward the edge of the box. And it's Syosset now looking to put high pressure on the ball. Ball thumped up toward midfield. And we'll have another couple of subs. So the third keeper coming in. This will be Miles Nevins for Syosset, 35 in goal. So Nevins, the sophomore, younger brother of Cole, who's now at the University of Texas out in Austin. And what a warrior he was during his time here at Syosset. And Miles now just the young buck, the sophomore, looking to make a name for himself, make his own name, really. Tough to be in those shadows, especially when you have the same position. Ball played behind Azevedo. Look at the hustle, and it will go out of touch. It'll be a throw for Cold Spring Harbor. 70th minute, 3-0 the score for Syosset. The game broken open in this second half. Goals scored 4 minutes apart, and then a third as well. This match is the season high this year for Syosset. He had 3 goals against Herricks in that 3-0 win. You open the season with that 2-0 win at Pequea. You beat Uniondale 3-1, and you beat East Meadow 3-1. So if you can get one more here, that's a season high for goals. And you remember, too, last year you had so much possession for Syosset. They did so well with the ball at feet and just that finishing touch. They struggled in the attacking third, which ultimately hurt them. Another sub now for Cold Spring Harbor as Finn Richmond, the sophomore, checks back into the match. He's a guy who plays a little bit all over the place, a jack of all trades, a Swiss Army knife, if you will, for Cold Spring Harbor. But this year's Syosset team a little bit different. There's still that defensive solidity, not quite as suffocating as last year when they only conceded 11 through the whole season, but they're scoring more, which is obviously vitally important, especially as the weather gets colder and the games get more important. So it'll be a throw for Syosset. It's the feet and a heavy touch results in a goal kick. This is Again, game number 1 of 4 for us on the weekends. We head to the Gridiron tomorrow out at Northport, where it's Lindenhurst and Northport, a rematch of last year's Suffolk Division II semifinals. Join myself and Mike Hungerford on the call for that one. Opening kickoff there, 2 o'clock. Tomorrow night, John Perez will be on the call with Jim Pittman. A Catholic League showdown as Cardinal Spellman takes on St. Francis Prep from Mitchell Athletic Complex. And then on Sunday, it should be a good one, Cardinal Hayes and Chaminade. It's a battle of 2 AAA teams in that Catholic League that are winless. So someone's going to have to get that win at Gold Star Stadium. 1:30 kick for that one. I'll be on the call as well for that. John Perez will be on the sideline. He'll be on the sideline at Northport too, and the weather forecast isn't very good, so hopefully he's got his rain gear. But all 4 games for you right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. You want to hit subscribe to our YouTube channel. Foul call will stop the clock with 7:09 remaining in the second half. And again, for all things that aren't during the game, you want to relive some of those big moments. You want to hear some analysis from myself, maybe Jared Veluzzi as well. A good podcast as well from Peter Schwartz. It's Varsity Media Pass. You've got top 10 plays, highlights, the aforementioned podcasts, interviews, and so much more. It's available on iOS and Android, varsitymediapass.com. Dylan Butler here with you under the lights at Syosset High School for this non-league game between Cold Spring Harbor and Syosset. Senior night here for the Braves, a large senior class and a large team. Syosset with 12 seniors, which of course makes things difficult for head coach Brett Waxer because you can't play with 12. You got to play 11. So sort of how do you decide that? That's something he and his staff did, but they got their 11 out there. You got all 12 to play, and it's like coming out off the injury, getting a good hand. Doesn't appear to be anything too bad as Dado, and he is a big boy, the junior. Great size, someone the coaches have tried to find more time for on game day. Just brings a great attitude, really coachable as well. So he's another guy who this game is really set up well for, to play as many minutes as possible. That's not an easy ball when it's played back to you. Nevins just kicks it out toward midfield, nearly landed in the garbage can. I'm not sure if you get extra points for a keeper if you can hit the garbage can on a fly, but goes out for a throw. Cold Spring Harbor looking to get something out of this non-league match. Good pressure on the ball, and here come Syosset. Final 6 minutes. Ball played far sideline, intercepted there. And that's where Nick Silipo had it, and it went out over the end line for a goal kick. Again, a year ago, 7-5-7 were the Braves, lost to Uniondale in the AA semifinals, where Westbury then defeated Uniondale to win the AA championship. Syosset currently 4th in the table, but it is very tight up top. Oceanside, the current leaders, undefeated at 7-0-1. But Syosset looking to maybe get another piece of hardware. They've got 10 Nassau championships. Their last was in 2017, where they were awarded the co-championship. It was Uniondale that advanced to the LIC on PKs. 1986 was Syosset's first Nassau championship. Also 4 LICs in the late 80s and early 90s, where he had a pair of really good goalkeepers, Donnie Braga, the current head coach at Jericho, and Sal Fontana as well. They were really good goalkeepers for Syosset back in the day. And a fun note for you as well, in the 1996 national championship game, Division I championship game, St. John's against Florida International University, both Syosset keepers were in the net in the national championship game. One, Braga, in the net for St. John's after transferring from West Virginia. The other, Fontana, for FIU. And it was Braga who got the bragging rights and the championship ring, the show for it as well, with St. John's winning the national championship, beating Fontana's FIU. Know that because I was there. And actually, I was on the call. A St. John's student at the time. Syosset, let's see if they can get one more. You got to figure this is a win on so many levels for Waxer. Again, you get just your program on the whole a chance to play under the lights, which, again, they've just been installed. The football team played under the lights here on a Friday night. Now the soccer team gets that special feeling, that showcase, and also you get your seniors a run out, right? They played the full 40 minutes, and now your regulars get some quality time as well. And on top of that, you put 3 goals on the scoreboard in the second half. So all 3 keepers playing. I think every player that you could get in to the match has played to this point for the Braves. So this is as good as Brett Waxer could imagine, certainly, with 2.5 minutes left in the second half. And conversely, it'll be a defeat, only the second this season for Cold Spring Harbor. But again, you step up, you play a AA team, and you got to figure there'll be some learning lessons here for the second half of the season, or the latter portions of the second half of the season, that will aid them well. 2 minutes remaining in regulation. It is all Syosset here. Braves broke the stalemate, the scoreless stalemate, in the 52nd minute. Chan with the goal. Kleinberg followed up in the 56th minute. And then Villamizar followed in the 65th minute. 90 seconds remaining in this one. Syosset, they will improve to 7-3. And there is 23 Villamizar from Venezuela. Ball goes out of touch for a goal kick here as we approach the final minutes of this second half. It's been a fun one here under the lights here at Syosset. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. It certainly will be a night that the graduating seniors, the 12 who stepped on the field, will certainly remember. Good job by Logan Lonoff to come off his line. Flings it here to the left. 30 seconds now remaining in this match. So it does not appear that Syosset, unless something happens here, and look out, maybe final 12 seconds? No, they will not get a season high, but they'll match it in goal scored this year. And especially when you come off a deflating defeat to Baldwin, that 2-1 loss where you led 1-0, and then you concede early and late. And that late goal was with 20 seconds left in the game. It feels really good to get this win, certainly for Brett Waxer and the Braves. They win this one 3-0. Syosset improves to 7-3 on the season. The 8-game winning streak for Cold Spring Harbor is snapped, and they fall to 8-2. That'll do it here for us from Syosset High School. For AJ Nieves and Chris Sweeney, Dylan Butler, thanking you for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you next time right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.